Hello, hello. This is the Donbozos podcast, and welcome to our next episode. My name is Aiden, and today I'm joined by. Oh wait, where's my co-host? Jeremy, missing in action. So today I'm joined by some guests, one new, one returning. Comment Jeremy missing in action. Where's Jeremy? I don't know. Tweet us out. Can you find Jeremy? No, I'm just kidding. Last week's episode was a pre-recorded episode because Jeremy went to Japan and he has not returned. He will be returning on July 11th. It is currently July 3rd, 8:12 p.m. So again, I'm joined by some guests, one returning, one new. So let's go ahead and reintroduce our returning guest, Josh or Weebins. How are you doing?
Very good. I'm actually the secret third you know, MC on here just because I keep coming back on these much low key.
Yeah.
Not even intentionally, but yeah, no, I'm doing good. I went to a Hololive concert yesterday, so I was pretty hype about that.
Nice.
And I've been playing a little bit of League here and there, seeing stuff. Also been watching some LCS, watching our
Nice.
fantasy league go in shambles.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. But yeah, Josh, thank you much for joining us on the podcast. And a new guest, the one and only, the worst player in our Pokemon test group in San Jose State. We have Rolled or Rector. Rector, how are we doing today, brother?
We're doing pretty good. Have not been doing that much this weekend. Did play in the 1K for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's the only game I know how to play.
Okay, Guardian.
Fifth in Swiss. Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Fifth in Swiss. Got eliminated immediately in top 8. My whole strategy was dodge the best deck, and we did it until
Nice.
top 8.
Nice.
Oh, imagine my shock. Also been watching a bit of the NAIC at work when it's dead. So, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Work sucks.
We'll talk about that later for sure.
Pokemon makes it better.
All right. That is going to be our guest. So today on the podcast, we have so much to talk about, again, because we haven't recorded in 2 weeks, because last week's episode was a pre-recording on Paldea Valve. So you want me, Jeremy, and Douglas's kind of idea on what the new Paldea Valve set does and what we think about it. Go ahead and check out last week's episode. But this episode, Rec and I are going to take a look at the Paldea Evolve, the meta, here when we talk about NAIC. We got a pretty lengthy episode today, so I hope you guys do enjoy it, despite Jeremy being gone, all right? So make sure you tweet at us if you can find Jeremy, all right? Because he's missing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into local. I'm just going to go ahead and go down with the episode. We're going to have local recap. I'm going to talk about my locals for the past week. And then we're going to jump straight into Pokemon after that. We're going to have NAIC discussion, meta discussion with Reckner, and hear his really bad hot takes. And then we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of rank cards blindly with Reckner as well. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the league. And this is where Josh comes right on in and Reckner becomes and stays silent. We got our fantasy draft and how much it is in shambles because, we'll talk about it. It was a mistake choosing 5 club players, and then it was, and then I don't know, and then it wasn't again. We'll have to talk about it. And then we'll go ahead and talk about patch notes. A new patch 13.13 dropped a week ago. Pretty exciting stuff. Static Shiv. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into that. And then we're gonna have Josh rank my favorite set of champions blindly. And then we're gonna do a skin review, Josh. They've dropped 4 to 5 new skins. And then we're gonna hop into Valorant. We're gonna talk about Deadlock, the new skin sets. And then we'll end it off on the brand new Teamfight Tactics set. Finally, we talk about Teamfight Tactics again, and Jeremy is not even here. So, pretty lengthy episode. Guests, thank you for coming on. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the episode where we talk about a recurring segment, local recap. I know we haven't done the recurring segment, what is he cooking recently, but we haven't really found any cooking decks because we've just been so busy. So we're going to go ahead and jump into local recap. I went to 3 locals in this past week. Starting on Sunday, I went to Davis Cards of Games. It was a challenge, Reckner. It was a Pokemon challenge. And guess what? I went 3-0, undefeated with Lost Zone Tina. This is pretty standard. I got 3 Path, 2 Roxanne, 1 Iono. It was pretty good. Round 1, I played into Ting Lu. And Tina does pretty well into Ting Lu because it has Path, because you can Abyss Seeking, and Ting Lu cannot one-shot anything, and then you can also stick him under a Roxanne Path. Yeah, but that was kind of like the main game I played against. The other two games I kind of forgot. Again, this was last week. On Tuesday, I went to Davis Cards again. Davis Cards and Games again for just their Tuesday local. I brought Fusion Mew. Biggest mistake of my life because I went 0-3. Yeah, not good. I just wanted to test the deck out because the Deoxys and Ice Cube are both kind of based. But yeah, I brought a pile and went 0-3. Never playing Mew again. But reckon I still got a build if you want to practice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then yesterday, I went to Great Escape for their Saturday local weekly. Got first undefeated with the Lost Zone Tina again. Record this Lost Zone Tina deck. I think I'm gonna stick with it for a really long time. So instead of running 4-3 for Tina line, I ran a 3-3, and then I put in one box of disasters. Didn't matter. I didn't play into a single Guardy. So yeah, that was the local recap. Rector, what do you have to say about that one?
Aiden the Legend?
Nah.
Poggers.
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 All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our next segment, which is North America International Championship. Reckner, let me hear your before we talk about anything else about this championship, this internet. Let me hear your very first thing comes in your mind about this international. Let me hear it.
Where Reversal Guardy at? I got gaslit into playing that deck, and no one topped with that deck.
No Guardy at all topped. The only Guardy that topped was number 9, and I believe it wasn't even Reversal Guardy. 9th place Kian. Let me show the screen. He got not even Reversal Guardy, brother. Yeah, pretty bad. But I'm gonna agree with you. Guardy was like, you want to hear the conversion? Do you know what the conversion rate Rector is? Guardy was like 25% in the meta, and it converted to only 10% in day 2. It got clapped, bro. It got clapped. Which I'm not surprised because everyone was kind of playing for it. But let's talk about Cyrus getting the W with Rapid Strike and Teleon Urshifu. That is crazy. We knew Urshifu was a good deck, but we didn't know it was going to be this good to win NAIC. Hey, Rector, you want to hear something funny? Urshifu VMAX has won more ICs than Mew. Maybe it's just a good card, yeah. But congratulations on Cyrus Davis. She got first with Urshifu Rapid Strike box. No Drapions, no nothing. She just full on gamed 3-3 until VMAX. And yeah, Rector, what do you have to say on this?
You know, I'm new to this, but I'm looking at this list and I'm traumatized. I remember this deck. I remember getting hit by the yoga loops at lunchtime.
Ooh, yeah, that was me, huh? Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah,
Friendly
really
fire
fun
going
deck.
on here.
Yeah, really fun deck. I do recommend picking it up if you guys want to. It does lose a lot of matchups, but it beats the good matchups. It beats Lost Box. It beats up Guardy. So yeah, it just loses pretty decently to Lugia, but Lugia was not that popular at NAIC. Though I think Cyrus just kind of expecting a Curlia Lost Zone meta, and it worked out. And she took first at NAIC. So good, congratulations to Cyrus. Shout out to my brother for continuing to play in this deck. And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about some other decks. Ian Robb going second with Archdar Umbreon. We all know how this deck works. He was playing the Spirit Tomb as well as the Alakazam, just to move damage around. Pretty standard deck, Reckner. Yeah, you have anything to say about it?
I hate Umbreon.
Okay, Guardian Flare.
Yeah, you got me.
All right. Let's talk about the highlight deck of the weekend, Rector. Wings United. This deck, no one would have thought it would have been good, and let's be honest, it completely loses the Lost Box. But Alex Shamensky did really well with it considering the meta, and he basically said on an interview that it beats every deck besides Lost Box. And if you look at his match history on PokeStats, he only played like 1 or 2 Lost Box, and they were both losses. So yeah, this deck is really fun. I just might have to play this deck, Reckner. What do you think?
I have not seen the list yet.
I posted it. Reference links.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
abusing the meta.
What'd you say, Josh?
We love abusing the meta.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool rogue deck. One that will be will go down in the ages for sure, because this deck is definitely really cool and fun to play. I might play it myself. It's really cheap actually, not even pretty cheap. It's really cheap. It's using the Curlia engine. It has Buddy Catch Gallade to get those bosses out because you really just need a boss for a win. It beats up Lugia, beats up Guardy, beats up Mew. Pretty good deck. Just loses a Lost Box, but nonetheless fun deck in that. Reckner, what do you have to say? Nothing.
Nothing. It's a pile.
Yeah, it is a pile. Max rarity too. Max rarity pile. So yeah. Reckner, do you want to talk about any other decks that piqued your interest at NAIC?
Well, you know, I started playing Water. I see the Mew in some of this, and I kind of want to put that in my deck now.
The
Cause
Mew and Chien-Pao? Yeah.
in Mew and Chien-Pao, that deck is a bit too bricky. Played against that when I played at locals. I went 1-1-1 with reversal, and I lost my Water matchup, even though he bricked. It's because I was just not playing the deck right, and I realized that after the fact. But
Yeah.
that deck's really bricky. It probably does need Mew. Just to hit the
having the
one or
Mew
two.
so you can hit more switches and hitting the canceling cologne. I think it's pretty
hitting
good.
everything.
Yeah.
You just need it. It feels like.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. All right, let's move on to our next game, League of Legends. This is where Josh is gonna come in. Let's talk about our sleeper fantasy league for the LCS because, oh my God, FlyQuest did something, and the one time FlyQuest does something, I happen to play against the other person who chose 2 FlyQuest players as well, giving me an 0-3 week for the fantasy league. This is so tragic. So I'm gonna go ahead and show up the sleeper right now. This will happen in my week. I played against Andrew, who also picked 2 FlyQuest players, and they just did better than my players. The big difference maker is Prince. He got 113 points, and Wild Turtle got 34 points. No, he got triple digits all the other weeks. Why did he do it this week? Oh my God. So yeah, I lost to Andrew 250 points to 412, and I'm now 0-3. So Josh, where are you after week 3?
I am. What can I say? My draft is cooking. I'm 3-0. 6A supremacy. You already know what's going on. I believe 6A starts a little slow, but now he's starting to perform a bit. Got me 94 points this week. Georgia Kuhn actually had a slower week this time because he lost against C9, so it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, but something I'm surprised about is Rich actually managed to get 50 points.
Yeah. Wow.
And I mean, sure, it happens, but then again, they played against TSM and NRG, which, aren't necessarily the best teams in the league, so that could be why. Maybe I just got lucky that weekend.
Yeah.
River did amazing, because he's a Golden Guardians, and yeah, Treats is doing Treats things.
Yeah.
May or may not switch that out. Actually, I say that, but I only beat Douglas, who picked Chime, and he did worse, so
Yeah.
happens.
All right, let's talk about the week 3 recap. Top team, Matus with 475 points, Josh. Holy crap. That is a lot of points. Almost 100 per player. Almost. That is crazy. And the worst team was Douglas. Team Liquid with Spice, 238 points, which is funny because he got the highest points in week 1. So yeah. Biggest winner, Matus again, 475 points. Narrowest winner, Jeremy versus Trevor. 419 to 307 points. Josh, you won with the least amount of points. 335. You're the lowest winner. So you got lucky. Because I would have beaten you. Just saying, I would have beaten you. And Trevor, he got the most points, but still lost to Jeremy with 420 points because Jeremy just picked Blabber, man. So the best pick was Jensen on Azir, and the best ban was also Jensen on Orianna. Pick some bans. If you get them right, you get more points. So yeah, that is gonna go ahead and close out week 3. We got week 4 coming up pretty soon after 4th of July. So it'll be pretty exciting. But yeah, Josh, anything else you'd like to say on the about the fantasy here?
Hey man, 6A supremacy, stay winning. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and the only person who made roster switches was Trevor, and he lost. So, yep, serves him right. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the 13.13 patch notes. And Reckner, for Pokemon, I forgot to tell you, but we're gonna have to do a rank blindly right after this patch rundown. All right, so
For
yeah,
sure.
turn your cam on, bro. What happened?
Keep the guests interactive.
Yeah, what
This.
the heck? Yeah, why you turn your cam on, bro?
There's too much there's too much dad ass on the screen. It was not
there's
PG.
too much data? Oh, okay. All right, Josh,
You know.
13.13, basically a static shiv nerf along with a ton of nerfs on champions. Let's go ahead and talk about our favorite patch of the favorite note of the patch. Josh, let's go ahead and start with you. What is your favorite note of the patch?
Okay, so, as an Ivan enthusiast, I was glad to see him get a little more popular. Glad to see him actually doing things for once. It is what it is. I like the Brushmaker change. It's just bonus magic damage on hit, just a bit less. It's just really funny because, especially the quote is, Ivan has been taking root across all skill levels after his 13.11 updates, which have resulted in one terrifying tree that makes Maokai look like a Meowkai. We feel that his ability to poke down targets at a safe distance and chase down enemies with Daisy are out of line, so we're pulling back on some of Daisy's damage and mobility, while also toning down the on-hit damage he gains from Brushmaker. So,
Yeah.
goodbye, Ivan.
Ivern, broken champion. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my favorite patch note, which is Static Shiv. I hate this item, and it's still good, Josh. It's still good. Woo, right, balance team. All right, this item needs to be balanced. Too many AP champions are building it. Why do we see Static Shiv, Night Harvester, Zeri, Josh? This item is not good for the game. All right,
No,
they
it really isn't.
they need to do something that's more than just removing the AP ratio, because as long as there's an AP ratio, people will still build it on AP. All right, they removed the initial AP ratio damage, or they removed the AP ratio for the minion damage, but they didn't remove it for the champion damage. So they can still clear waves even with the energized passive, and they're still hidden like a truck. So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it kind of just enables champions to do too many things, because especially a lot of more of the single target damage AP casters and stuff, that aren't necessarily the best at wave clear, but now they can just build this and fix one of their main problems, and now they just do too much. So it is what it is.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and do a skin review, Josh. Skin review. Woo! All right, let's start with Elderwood Karthus.
I mean, did not expect this actually. It looks sick though. I really like the Eldritch theme going on here, especially like the color scheme too. Like the black and the purple looks really nice actually.
It almost looks like the Mordekaiser skin. Like what's that called? The Dark Star. It looks like a Dark Star skin.
Star, yeah,
it
it
looks
kind
like
of does look like a Dark Star
skin.
skin.
Yeah. But I really like what they did with Elderwood Wukong.
Oh yeah.
I think Wukong. It makes sense for Wukong to get an Elderwood skin. I like the splash art, and Wukong is like a champion you see, so you'll see the skin for sure. But yeah, Wukong, pretty good skin. Karthus, I don't know why they would do Elderwood for Karthus. They should have just done like Dark Star, something more demonic.
Yeah.
Something more dead.
Unless Dead Tree, but we're not in fall season, we're in a summer season, so sure.
Yep, and of course we gotta do the waifu bait with Starguard and Oriana. They made her human. The skin is good. It's just it doesn't feel like Oriana at all.
Yeah, League does that sometimes, and of course, for all the Seraphine enthusiasts out there, they finally did it.
They got their Star Guardian Seraphine. Oh wow, joy to the world! Woo! But I'm not gonna lie, the Oriana skin is kind of clean.
Yeah, it is very clean.
I think it's gonna make people play Oriana a lot more now that there's a waifu skin. It's not like just a robot.
Hey, Darkstar Oriana is still a 6 skin though.
Yeah, Darkstar Oriana is still pretty good. I like Victoria's Oriana. I think that skin's pretty good. But yeah, hey, I mean Oriana skin hasn't gotten play in a while. You know what this means? Oriana at Worlds. But hey, you can only do so much to see the fact that the only thing we're gonna see at Worlds is Oriana, Azir, Thresh, and Lee Sin. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to our YouTube short segment. Again, these segments, our guest or our co-hosts will kind of give a prompt to each other, and they'll end up being edited and just mass posted on our YouTube in the YouTube shorts section. But I have not done any of the YouTube shorts because I'm too lazy to edit. But we're still gonna do it because it's fun for the people listening at home. So, Rector, we're gonna start off with you. All right, you're gonna go ahead and rank these Pokemon cards, competitive Pokemon cards, blindly. Okay. And the theme of this week is energy recovery. All right? Because I know energy recovery has been kind of a big thing this past format. So there are some out-rotated cards. Okay? So just keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead. You're going to rank them blindly, 1 through 5. 1 being the best, in your opinion, 5 being the worst. All right? And you don't know what comes next. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Training court is your first option.
Training court.
Did you even play during training court?
I did not play during training court. Oh, I remember this card. Hold up. No.
It's the stadium card.
Broken.
Broken? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Where are you gonna put it?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. You say broken? You put it up 4 out of 5. All right.
I'm sure there's better things.
We're
gonna
go with something a little bit newer. Super energy retrieval.
Super. Oh. My keyboard died.
You played in Chen Pao. You know what it does.
Oh wait, superior. Oh right,
yeah.
Superior.
Superior.
Yeah. Broken. Broken.
I don't know if it's that broken. Okay, what do you say? What do you say?
5.
5.
5.
All right, we're gonna go with Super Rod.
Super Rod. 4.
Wait, you already put Trading Card at 4.
Yeah, 1 to 3. Okay, so 3.
3. All right, right in the middle. All right. 3. So these two you're hoping are better than Training Court and Superior Energy Retrieval.
Oh no. Bro.
All right. Energy Retrieval.
Isn't I mean.
Don't put it
is
that
it
one.
scoop up 2? Scoop up 2?
Energy
Broken.
Retrieval.
5.
You already put something at 5.
What? Oh, I can't. Oh, my bad. Well, I guess I didn't understand the assignment. I guess I have to put it at 2 then.
2. So that means you think Energy Recycler is number 1. Hey, you know what? Energy Recycler? Broken. All right, you know what? Josh understands the assignment. Josh, you're gonna rate my favorite 80 carry champions blindly.
All right.
You're gonna rank them blindly. All right.
All right.
Kaisa.
Okay, wait. So it's gonna be how many champions are there gonna be?
5.
8. 5. I'm gonna say 3.
3? All right, Kaisa gonna put it 3 right in the middle. Nice. Aphelios.
Okay, the thing is, like, I know you like playing ballsy champions, so I'm gonna put it at as 4 because I think you don't strike me as an Aphelios player.
Ooh, number 4 for Aphelios. Okay.
Yeah.
Samira.
1.
1?
No question.
Okay.
I mean, I've played a few games with you to know. It is what it is. We do a little bit of coin flipping. Ash?
Yeah.
I feel like a 2. I feel like you just like to pull out Ash just for shits and giggles. And you'd be that type of guy.
Alright, that means Jin is going to the number 5 slot.
Okay.
That's cool because Jin is my least favorite. Alright. Out of all the champions out of all my 80 carry champions that I play. Alright. Let's go ahead and move into Valorant. Deadlock, Josh. New agent from Valorant and a new episode as well. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Deadlock. She is definitely interesting. I don't have. I'll just have the cinematic running in the background. Definitely an interesting agent. I hear that she's kind of broken.
You haven't played ranked or no?
I have not. I've played a couple games in ranked, but I have not seen her yet in ranked. I hear she's broken. I hear that her ultimate is like the best 1v1 ultimate in the game.
Oh yeah.
I've also heard that her wall is really annoying. It's starting to feel like an Odin meta. I've heard that she's just super good. And a Sentinel with power creep pretty much happens.
Yeah. Because the thing is, because like, it was really popular in like a lot of the recent pro tournament, because we had a VCT Masters in Tokyo, right?
Mm-hmm.
before they did the nerfs, I believe, to the ammo in the Phantom, and the Vandal, because what happened is you see a lot of teams using a smoke and then like a secondary smoke like Viper, Harbor, right? And then you watch the game and they're just like, oh, let's see who gets lucky with the spray when I think they're coming in.
Right.
And the annoying thing about Deadlock is that it actually takes a lot of bullets. Like it takes like one whole mag, I think, to break
Yeah.
the side of the wall, and then like if you shoot the center, it takes a little bit less, but it still takes up like most of your mag. And then like at that point in a tactical shooter game, if like you're hearing someone empty like 15 bullets, you're like, oh, they're probably trying to do something there. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think she's gonna be strong with the ammo nerf. That's why I've been hearing a lot of people like going to the Odin, like civil players and stuff, just playing Odin because it's a good gun anyways, and it's gonna be good here. You break your teammates out of the deadlock stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to team deathmatch, new game mode. Not much to say. I think it's just pretty standard, just another game mode. I haven't played it yet. Have you played it?
I will say no, but hey, it's probably another fun way for people to finish your battle pass or do your daily missions for those people who don't feel like queuing into a normal game.
Yeah, I have to agree. Just another cool game mode. And yeah, hopefully it's better practice and better warm up than deathmatch because that thing
Yeah.
is awful.
True.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a skin review really quick of Neo Frontier. So let's hear your thoughts, Josh.
I mean, I think there's only one thing on there that everybody likes. It's pretty obvious. The sheriff.
Yeah.
We do like to say in Riot games that it doesn't matter if you buy a skin or not, but I'm just saying I've heard from some of my friends that their headshot percentage has gone up severely using the deagle. So
yeah, I
whether
like the
that is
Marshall
true or
skin
not,
personally. I think it's super sick the way you flip it around like the deagle. And there hasn't been
but
a Marshall
yeah,
skin with the new animation in a while. Um, actually at all. I don't think there's been a Marshall skin with the new animation. So I think I'm gonna get it, Josh. I
the
might
Marshall
cop
or the whole
the
bundle.
bundle. The bundle.
I mean, yeah, no, the idle animations are all really good. They're all pretty unique. It's new,
Yeah,
very
because
nice.
I don't have an Odin or a Marshall skin yet. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it. I might play it tonight, but I think I'm playing R6 with Reckner / Monster Hunter Rise with others. So yeah, that's gonna end it for our Valorant segment. So let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and talk about team fight tactics. New set. Woo! So
Ooh.
there's a lot to go into the set, and I recommend watching TT content creators if you want more information. So we're gonna just go over it really quickly because our episode is getting pretty long, and I promised these boys that we'll be out of here by 9, and we had some technical difficulties. So, yeah, let's go ahead
Boros
and
agrees.
get started. Um, cool arenas, cool theme, cool new little legends, which I know you want to talk about, Josh, because you're a Teemo player. So let's go ahead and talk about your favorite units of the set first.
All right. So, first of all, talking about Teemo, just real quick, we can just get that out of the way. They did a skin gacha with an DRX Aatrox, which I'm surprised actually is a skin in TFT.
Yeah.
Little Devil Teemo, iconic. Everybody hates that champion. Everybody hates the skin. You know what it is. Very cool finisher. You have to gacha for it. So for those of you who are gacha addicts, have fun.
Have you gotcha for it yet?
Look, no, I'm not giving more money to Riot Games.
Okay.
Not right now, anyways. I'm spending it on other things, like upgrading my PC a little.
Like Pokemon. I mean, what now, Rector? I mean, hold
I
on.
think, at least if you're buying something of money, have it be something physical instead of something you stare at on the screen.
Blasphemy.
Actual
Blasphemy.
blasphemy.
I love paying for pixels. You don't understand.
I'm sure we all do.
All right.
So back to the favorite unit because I forgot to answer that. Kind of hard to say. There's a lot of good units. A lot of ones that are pretty fun to play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. What do you think? What is your opinion on the new augment system with picking like a champion before you even hop into the game?
I am kind of not sure how to feel about that because I feel like in a way that has caused a lot of more problems that like they have to keep hot patching because especially if like the TF, the Pandora's items and
Yeah.
stuff, right? That's why there's been like a popular Zeke's backline meta going on.
Lock it
That's why like
frontline
Deadeye,
meta.
yeah. Secret Tech, by the way, saw this one on TikTok. So if someone just has a bunch of backline units and you're playing TF, just build a bunch of Zephyrs to blow up their front line, and then you just have like 2 Lux sorcerers just like ulting their backline.
That's pretty funny.
Try it. You should try that in your next ranked game, by the way, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people actually go for Demacia Lux
Yeah.
compared to the other physical like damage carries that you see.
I think it's pretty broken. The fact you could just preset your augments and then play a certain playstyle. They made forcing so much easier. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I think it
Um,
definitely took skill expression out, so we'll
yeah.
see.
I think it was a lot of skill. I think a lot of skill in augments was figuring out what you want to play based on what you're given to you. But the fact that you can force something now even harder is ridiculous. I think my favorite unit is gonna be Aphelios because Aphelios has always been my favorite unit in TFT, starting from Moonman in set 4. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. If you boys have anything else to say,
I'm glad Yordles is back, although then we have the reroll meta again.
yeah,
It's like I don't know. It's
Yordle's
kind of
back?
funny how like
I'm
technically,
gonna have
yeah,
to
it
play
is.
again.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of like good reroll comps. It's really weird because like they kind of enabled you to do too much, but it's kind of bad because it just makes everything chaotic.
hmm
It's like too much of something is never good, and sometimes this is why we have rules in place because too much freedom is not always the best thing,
correct.
regardless of what you may think. So
Yeah,
that's just my opinion on it. But I know more. They've had to make a lot more changes a lot quicker than other patches, I believe.
yeah, for sure.
So
All right.
it-
Well, that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Thank you, Reckner and Josh, for so much for coming out and taking place of Jeremy, who is currently missing in action, also known as spending his sweet time in Japan with his family. But
I
yeah,
love
I would like to
Japan.
thank Reckner for joining us as a new guest. Maybe he'll return. Maybe. And Josh, of course, thank you for always coming back. You
Of
guys will
course.
guarantee we'll be seeing Josh again when we do our wrap up for fantasy after a couple weeks, after like a 2 months or whatever, after the LCS finals, I guess. So yeah, guarantee you guys will be seeing Weebins back on the channel. So he won't be gone forever because there's a guarantee he'll be back because we have to do a fantasy recap with the rest of the boys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Would you guys want to say anything?
Would you like to go first?
Oh yes, thanks for having me. We fumbled with the rating cards, but we'll get it right next time. I understand the rules now. Next time.
All right, guys, that'll be it for the podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment down below what you guys would like to see in terms of YouTube Shorts, as well as if you want, what is he cooking to return? Tag us on Twitter for anything you guys want us to see and feature on the podcast, and give us a follow on the Instagram. And we need more Spotify views, so listen to us on Spotify. You can go check it out. Everything at the Donbozos podcast. Again, thank you guys for so much for joining us on the cast, Reckner and Josh, and you guys will be seeing Jeremy next weekend. So that's gonna be it. Bye bye.
Leave a comment if you don't want to see Weebins again.
Bye
Again or after again.
bye. See ya.